Hello, folks. This is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm picking my numbers for the drawing on October 7th, 2017. I have 7 strategies for my game, Decoding the Powerball. So, strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, what you're looking at is what I call the game card. This represents all 69 white ball numbers for the Powerball lottery. I really don't have anything for the Powerball itself. My goal is to get all 5 white balls correct and win the $2 million prize with the power play option. Okay, so basically how things work is when the drawing goes off, I put the 5 winning white Powerball numbers at the top of this list, okay? And then I transfer these numbers over to the game card as red numbers, okay? You can see the last 3 drawings are red numbers, okay? Then the next 4 are orange, then green, blue, and purple. Okay, so I have 5 different colors for each of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so over here to the far right, I keep track of how many color code drawings there has been. Okay, so far there's been 168 drawings, and out of that 168, 90 have been a 3-color combination, 64 have been a 4-color combination, 12 have been a 2-color combination, and only 2 times have all 5 colors come up, okay? And never have just 1 color come up, okay? So since hardly ever do all 5 colors come up, the strategy is try to guess which one of these colors won't be coming up and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so for this drawing, I'm going to guess that there'll be no red numbers, okay? And the reason why is because the red had a run of 9 drawings in a row here, okay? And then it missed right here, and now it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, so I just don't think it's going to go 5, so I'm going to eliminate the red numbers off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like with no red numbers to it, okay? So now I'm off to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the individual numbers. Okay, so up at the very top is the master for all the numbers. Okay, and over to the right here is the 5 white winning Powerball numbers that just barely came up. Again, it was 22, 23, 62, 63, and 66. Okay, right here, this 2 means that it hit 2 groups. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this down so you can see the whole card. Okay, so this is what the card looks like. Okay, so again, up at the very top is the master for all the numbers. Okay, so I like to keep track of every 5 drawings. All right, so this square represents 5 drawings. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'm at the 5th one. All right, so what this does is it helps me determine which one of these groups won't be coming up. Okay, so that's the strategy for this for the individual numbers. There's 7 groups here, okay, and there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So 2 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so the one that sticks out to me the most is the 20s over here. Okay, so you can see that the 20s had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits in the last 5 drawings here. Okay, so if you go back through time, you can see that 7 is an awful lot of hits. Okay, so my guess is that there'll be no 20 numbers coming up. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the 20 numbers off of the game card. So I'll go back to the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like with no red numbers from the game card and no 20 numbers from the individual numbers. Okay, so it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 1. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 1 numbers. Okay, so basically I divided the numbers into 4 different groups and I put colors to them. Okay, so when the five five white winning Powerball numbers go off, I keep track of where they landed within these four color groups. Okay, so this last drawing, there was no numbers in the red area. There was 3 in the blue. There was no numbers in the orange area, and there was 2 numbers in the green area. Okay, so they're all to the right side and nothing to the left side. Okay, so the strategy is for this group 1 is every once in a while you can see that a 0 comes up. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess where this 0 is going to come up and eliminate those numbers off of the game card. Okay, so I have 15 of these option cards here. Okay, so at the minimum, so far there's only been the minimum of 7 zeros. Okay, so there's usually plenty of zeros to pick from. Okay, so this last drawing, I keep track of how many zeros there were. Okay, so there was 5 in all the red areas, 5 in all the blue areas, 5 in all the orange, and 3 in all the green. Okay, so a total of 18 zeros. Okay, so for this drawing here, my guess is that there'll be no green numbers from option card number 7. Okay, so this is option card 7 here. Okay, and the reason why I'm going with this is because the green had 9 consecutive drawings in a row. One of these green numbers have come up. Okay, and this follows a run of 22 and then a run of 18. Okay, then a couple of short ones, and now it's up to 9. So because of the 18 and the 22 here, I just don't think it's going to go very long. So I'm going to eliminate the green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. Okay, and again, that's with the no red numbers, no 20 numbers, and now no green numbers from option card number 7. Okay, so I'm going to go back to group 1 here. Okay, and the next one I'm going to eliminate is the green numbers from option card number 9 here. Okay, and the reason is because it's hit 23 times in a row. Okay, there's been a green number that has come up, and I just think that is due to miss. So I'm going to eliminate all these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. Alright, so I'm going to go back to group 1. There's one more that I'm going to take, and that's option card 14. Okay, and the reason why I'm taking this one is the green numbers that I'm going to eliminate as well. Okay, so the reason why is because every once in a while you can see that a 0 will double up or even triple up here. Okay, this green one has had 22 single zeros here. Okay, single blue marks. Okay, so I just think that it's due to double up. Okay, so I think that there's going to be a 0 right here. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate all these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. Alright, so now I'm off to the next strategy. Strategy number 4, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 2 numbers. Okay, so just like group 1 where I divided things into 4 different groups, here in group 2 I divided things into 8 different groups. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to point out this red area here. Okay, so down here I keep track of the stats for this red area. Okay, and a 0 means that none of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers landed in this red area. And of course this 2 means that 2 out of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers landed in this red area. Okay, so again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings because I can see a majority of things. Okay, so if there's 3 or more zeros, I color this blue for cold. If there's 3 or more hits, I color it red for hot. Okay, so if it's going to be red for a long time, well, eventually it's going to be blue. Okay, so what I'm going for here is I made some blue marks here. Okay, that means that I think that this is going to be a miss. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the red area here. Okay, and the red area is the 4 to the 28 and the 37 to the 61. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. All right. This is group 2, number 3, no red numbers. Okay, so back to group 2. Okay, there's 3 of these things that I'm going to go with. Okay, the next one is option card 10, the yellow area. Okay, so all these yellow numbers I'm going to eliminate off the game card. Okay, it's the 20, 65, and all 4 areas here. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. Okay, so again, the strategy is to eliminate as many numbers as I can, and then just pick from the rest. Okay, so I got one more that I'm going with. And that's option card 14, the gray area. And the reason why I'm going with this one is because it has hit, let's see, 3, 5 is 8, and 4 is 12 consecutive drawings in a row. Okay, that one of these gray numbers have come up. So I'm just going to guess that none of these gray numbers will be coming up this time. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the game card. And this is what the game card looks like so far. Okay, so now it's off to the next strategy. Strategy number 5, the 50-50 picks. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the 50-50 picks. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so there's going to be a majority of either odd numbers or even numbers. Okay, or even high numbers or low numbers. Okay, so far there's been 209 drawings. Okay, since October 7th, 2015. Okay, that's when the Powerball lottery went from 59 numbers to 69 numbers. Okay, so basically what I like to keep track of every 5 drawings. Okay, so in this 5 right here, okay, the majority was odd numbers. Okay, 4 drawings to 1. Okay, and then it was evens, odds, and then a bunch of odds here. Okay, so my guess is that this odds is going to double up here. Okay, so I'm going to predict that there's going to be more odd numbers than even numbers. Okay, and over here, the high and low, I think that the low numbers are going to continue on. Okay, so I think there's going to be more low numbers than high numbers. And over here, you can see that there's been all of them were to the right on this last drawing. Okay, and I think that it's going to stay that way. I think that there's going to be more numbers to the right side than the left side. Okay, and the last thing is this red and blue area here. Okay, so I'm going to predict that there's going to be more to the blue side than the red side. Okay, and the reason why is because red had just dominated for a long time. You can see that it's 120 to 89. So this blue needs to catch up a little bit, and I think that blue will hit here. Okay. Okay, so this is what I have for the Powerball itself. Okay, there's 26 red numbers. All right. So in this column over here, the left column, blue means that it's low, 1 to 13. Red means that it's high, 14 to 26. And you can see that there's been a high number in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drawings in a row now. Okay, so I'm going to predict that it's going to go low. All right, so I think it's going to be a low number coming up. Okay, and over here on the right side, the red means that it's an odd number, and blue means that it's an even number. Okay, so I think that it's going to double up on the blue side. Okay, so that means even. So I think it's going to be a low even number. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the game card here. Okay, so again, I'm going to change this. I think it's going to be low. And I think this is going to be blue. Okay, so again, I think there's going to be more odd numbers than even numbers. I think more numbers will be to the low side than the high side. I think more numbers will be to the right side than the left side. And I think more numbers will be in this blue area than the red area. Okay, so it's off to the next strategy. Okay, strategy number 6, pick the numbers I hope will hit from groups 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm just going to concentrate on group 2 here. Okay, so again, I have 15 option cards. All right, so I have a overview of things. Okay, so this is where I keep my group 2 overview. Okay, so basically what it is you can see that for all the red areas, there was 6 hits and 9 misses. Okay, and I'll point that out real quick. Okay, so you can see that they're all the same as red, blue, orange, green, purple, brown, gray, yellow. Okay, so for all these option cards, they're all the same as far as the red, blue, orange, green. It's just that the numbers that they represent are different. Okay, so as I go back to the overview of things, again, for all the red areas, this last drawing had 6 hits, 9 misses. Okay, so the key number here is 8, okay? So if there's 8 or more misses, I color this blue for cold. If there's 8 or more hits, I color it red for hot. Okay, so that helps me to predict what's going to be hot as a group and what's going to be cold as a group. Okay, so for this drawing here, I think that the purple numbers are going to be hot, okay? And I think the yellow numbers are going to be hot. Okay, so as I go back to the game card here, okay, so I have purple and yellow. Okay, so basically what I did is when I go back to the group 2 here, okay, I'm going to go back to the first option card and I'll show you how I got these numbers. Okay, so I'm looking at the purple numbers here and the yellow numbers here. So whatever's left on the game card, you can see that 13 has purple, and over here for the yellow, it was 40. Okay, so I did that with all 15 option cards. Okay, and the numbers that I came out with best here to give me 8 hits in the purple area and 8 hits in the yellow area is the numbers are 7, 13, 31, 40, and 47. Okay, so as I go back to the game card here, I want to point out that most of the time it is a 3-color combination here, okay? But for this drawing, I think it's going to be a 4-color combination. I think that this is going to double up as a 4. Okay, so I'm looking for 4 different colors. Okay, so as I look at my numbers here, you can see that the 7's green, 13 is purple, 31 is orange, 40 is blue, and the 47 is blue. Okay, so that gives me that 4-color combination that I'm looking for. Okay, and another thing too is for the individual numbers is, again, I keep track of how many groups it hit. Okay, so for the majority of things, you can see that the majority is usually 4. Okay, usually 4 groups get hit. Okay, you can see that 4 has been not really coming up here. Okay, so I think that it's due to come up. So I think a 4 will be here. Okay, so I think it's going to hit 4 different groups. And by doing this, 7's in a group, 13 is in a group, 31 is in a group, and 40 and 47 is in its own group. So that gives me the 4 groups that I'm looking for. Okay, so again, the numbers that I'm going with for this drawing are 7, 13, 31, 40, and 47. Okay, folks, I'm always looking for people to play my game. So instead of charging a fee to play, I'd like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. You can read the fine print, and if you're interested, you can email me at trm6776@gmail.com. Alright, folks, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks. And again, the numbers I'm going with is 7, 13, 31, 40, and 47.